Hey guys, it's Mike with Become the Night. So, we just found out some very discouraging news. So, we were recording Song Suggestion Friday on this one, actually this is a very wonderful phone that Ben has. It's a Google Pixel. Amazing camera. We actually shot the entire video for that folk cover that we did on this phone. It looks amazing. Bad part is, we kind of, less than halfway through shooting Song Suggestion Friday, lost the rest of the footage. So at about 20-ish minutes...
25. 25.
It's going to be less than 25 because I'm going to edit this down. This is going to become a podcast. And I'm really sorry in advance. That's why I'm just like, oh God, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sitting here like, for $5 a month, you can... Guys, I'm really sorry about that, but also I did want to give you as much of the experience as we could offer to you, and it's just not feasible for us to go back and re-record everything. I'm really sorry in advance, but I still think you'll enjoy it anyway. So hey, thank you guys so much. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, it's Mike with Become the Night. Welcome back to Song Suggestion Friday. I've got Ben and Ryan with me again, and yeah, we saw your comments about the least classiest to most classiest, so Ryan is about to class it up today pretty freaking hard. Anyway, the rules as always are, this is graded based upon our opinions alone. We can have our opinion based on whether we thought the song was just well done from a technical aspect, whether we just felt like, hell, we just don't like this song. I listened to it one time when I found my girlfriend sleeping with another guy, and I just hate this song now. Or based on any reason at all.
Some history there.
Plus sign means we liked it and we would listen to it again. We would actively seek it out. We can give it as many plus signs as we want. Equal sign means we didn't hate it, we didn't dislike it. I mean, we could have mildly disliked it or maybe liked it a little bit, but we wouldn't actively seek it out again, but we wouldn't necessarily avoid it. Minus sign means we did not like it, we would actively avoid it, possibly try to file a lawsuit to the artist for putting us through that terrible time. And guys, don't forget, I'm still trying to get $50 a month on Patreon by this Saturday. If we do, you guys get to vote on which Fine Brothers video I react to next. And if you pledge $5 a month on Patreon, you get to vote on which songs we review on Song Suggestion Friday. Alright, let's get started. Lateralus by Tool. Well, the first thing that came to mind was this sounds a lot like Tool. Yeah, that's the thing about Tool is they're a band where a lot of their songs just kind of sound the same. And they all sound good for what they are, but it's really difficult to distinguish between one Tool song and another unless you've actually sat down and gone through the entire catalog like 5 times.
Yeah, I agree. Tool is a cool band. Tool is cool.
Tool is cool. Tool is cool.
Tool.
Tool. Should be the name of our fucking folk band, dude. That'd be perfect.
Yes, EWL's Cool Tool.
Cool Tool. Oh god, alright.
They're really deep in the sense like you gotta listen to their songs a lot of times and really study like the drummer, what he's doing and the time signatures and all that stuff. He has a lot of math in his songs, which I like. It does, after a while, Tool starts sounding a lot like the same, and an 8-minute song by Tool is pretty heavy for me. Overall, like, I mean, I didn't dislike it, but it was Tool.
Yeah, if you're ready for 10 minutes of build-ups, here you go. The guitar basically plays the same rhythm over and over again and eventually adds some distortion, and the lyrics change a little bit, and the intentionally confusing drums. Danny Carey is a great drummer, but nobody needs to know how to play 11 over 562 beats per minute. Tool is a band that I should like. I enjoy Maynard's other projects. Perfect Circle was great, but it's just the song and the band really doesn't do it for me.
Total grade for this song, equal sign.
Likewise, equal sign. Not something I really seek out much Tool anymore, but did not hate it. Equals.
Equal sign as well. If it was on the radio, I would leave it on.
Mr. Nice Guy by Mr. Bungle. First off, it was great funk guitar work in the beginning. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Primus. And then it went into almost a kind of weird fusion between this funk, like a Rage Against the Machine, like hard alternative, and then just like traditional metal. Really, really cool stuff. Oh, and the vocalist was incredible. I was really blown away by him. I mean, definitely some parts were really weird, but his range and the amount of different affects he can put on his voice was impressive. And it was really most impressive because it just felt really appropriate in the music. So I gotta say, that surprised the hell out of me. I typically don't like that.
I have to say, I was pretty confused by this song. When I was listening to the intro, definitely confusing. It's just saying weird things. And was like, well, this probably isn't going to be good. And it's a long song as well. But then the guitar came in and the bass came in, kind of like had that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air kind of...
that fat mid-range slappy bass.
Slappy bass. Yeah, no, it was cool. Guitar, like music work, and then the guy started singing, and I was confused again. I was like, oh no, is this gonna make it a bad turn, a turn for the worst? Overall, like, the song was pretty good. At the end, he acknowledged, like, the beginning was kind of, he wasn't being serious, he wasn't trying to add to the musical value of the song, he's showing all the blooper reels, so that was comforting for me to know that the guys just aren't super weird.
Yeah, that they're not completely insane.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable song.
The speaking at the beginning was a little weird. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but then followed by a nice little redneck James Hetfield, yeah. Everything came in quite nicely. I really enjoyed the funk guitar. Primus and Rage Against the Machine were very accurate comparisons, I believe. The guys' vocals were all over the place. I mean, sort of reminiscent of Faith No More. The song Epic, one of their more popular pieces. I did happen to accidentally stumble upon another song by Mr. Bungle, titled My Ass Is on Fire. I did not mean to listen to the song, but again...
But you're really happy you did.
So Mr. Bunghole is what they should be called. It was definitely a metal fuzz version of Primus if you're looking for one. There it is.
Total grade for this song, +.
Yeah, I actually had full intentions of giving this an equal sign until I heard the suggestion, my asshole's on fire. And so I'll probably... be just checking them out. So technically it is a +sign for this one.
Yeah, all things considered, they're too interesting to not want to listen to again. I'll give them a +sign.
Precisely. It's Mr. Bungle, man. Mr. Bungle is off the wall. The freaking prog rock Slipknot. Faith and Decision by Versailles. So I kind of feel like the prog rock and prog metal bands of today are kind of in a competition with each other to see who can play the longest intro known to man. This was a 7-minute intro, almost to this, I think exactly to the second. And don't get me wrong, this was an amazing intro. I loved the hell out of it. And man, oh my goodness, the guitar work. Oh, the guitar work. That guitar work was flawless. I honestly think it was flawless for what they meant to do. It wasn't the most technically amazing thing I've ever heard, obviously, but I mean, damn, it was so good. Just all of the phrasing, all of the, all of the articulation was perfect for what they wanted to do. It was kind of a mix of traditional prog with neoclassical, with power metal. There were a lot of familiar chord progressions in the song as well. If I had to put some criticisms to it, I would say, one, I wish I could listen to a better recording. I listened to it on YouTube, and it kind of seemed like a lo-fi MP3, so it was like, I kind of wish I could get more quality out of the recording. And then the vocalist actually did not annoy me, but I will say it detract from my total enjoyment of the song. As far as these Japanese power metal vocalists go, his was actually probably one of the best I've heard. I don't know, for some reason... Whenever I hear Japanese singers sing like really clean with a lot of vibrato in Japanese, it just reeks of cheese, man. Tons of cheese. I don't know why.
Limburger cheese.
Yeah, straight up Limburg.
Smell cheese?
Yes.
There's something wrong with you. I knew a dude that he saw colors when he played notes on piano, and they messed with him.
Yeah, that's shit. What was that called? What's that called? It's synesthesia.
It's like a disorder.
No, that means you're fucking amazing.
Well, it's cool.
It's an advantage.
It's an advantage for
Yours
sure.
is a disorder where you smell cheese when you hear good
Yes. I have a very major disorder.
You have tacos to that.
No, this song was good. Overall, I suppose. It wasn't my favorite by any means on the list. I was listening to it while I was in the kitchen, kind of like cooking stuff, and I was listening intently for the first 3 or 4 minutes, but this competition had the longest intro wasn't working for me, I suppose. Overall, like, it was a good, I listened to it while I was cooking, and it was a good vibe. Except, it was a nice chill cooking time.
It was the most epic cook time
was
you've
not
had
a chill
in a while.
It was very epic. Epic is a way more accurate word than chill.
You're sitting there like trying to. Here, can you hold this a second? Sorry, it's the only time you'll hold alcohol. Whiskey. It's like you're sitting here like you would normally be slicing green peppers. You're like,
Yeah, it was a good song. It's just too long. It's not Dream. They're not Dream Theater, in my opinion. Dream Theater actually pulled off the last week's song. This song was good, but not quite.
No, they're not Dream Theater, but I would say there's definitely some merit there that Dream Theater doesn't necessarily have. Oh, I'm getting. Oh no! I just earned myself a lot of hate in the
Pick your
comments
keyboards
section.
up. Pick them up.
It's too late now.
It's
It's
on camera.
online. It's on camera. It's not like I could have edited this out at any point.
Yeah, about 30 seconds into the song, literally the first thought that popped into my head was, this music is way too good for this guy to speak English. I was excited to find out I was correct. As far as the length of the song, most of the stuff I listened to is that long, so that didn't bother me at all. Definitely picking up on the Dream Theater attempted vibe at the beginning. A little more classical. Also, the vocalist, the vocalist was good, but it just that the vibrato and it's something with the way he pronounced like the ooh sound.
Yeah.
It's like you put on a lap belt and said it the one like I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know where Japanese people learn to do vibrato, but oh my goodness, it's always over the top. I get it. You guys are like the passion of youth. Lay it back a little bit, man. Get some good old Southern fried rock in your life.
Power metal generally has a lot of vibrato, but is amplified. All in all, though, an awesome song.
You want some extreme vibrato? Listen to my suggestions from last Saturday. That dude's vibrato goes like 2 pitches each way. It's insane. Yeah. Concerto Moon. Go look him up. Rise from Ashes. Total grade for this song, +.
Total grade for this song is a low equal sign.
A low equal sign?
Not quite negative because I wouldn't turn them off. I might turn them off after like 10 minutes.
You had the most epic dinner preparation ever.
These not power metal.
I listened to Dream Theater last time I was cooking the food, so
all right. You're biased. I see.
Yeah.
I see. He's yeah.
Overall, I will give this a +. Absolutely, I will definitely listen to this again.
So Ryan and I will be jamming out to this while we cook our own dinner, and we're not going to share it with Ben. This dinner is for Versailles fans only.
I suppose we could make a treaty with him and let him eat some.
The trio.
Oh,
Look at you, the nerdy history lesson jokes.
sometimes we
Dad-
be smart in things.
Dad jokes from Ryan.
Yes.
Alerion by Asking Alexandria. So the intro to this song was actually fantastic, or more specifically, the first half of this song was actually fantastic. And then it went into this kind of like speed metal / punk thing that I was like, okay, I don't know that I really liked the change, but it's like, okay, let's go with it. Let's see where they're going with this. And then they randomly went into a breakdown with, I really did not like the growl vocals on this at all. Those growl vocals were kind of, did not like them. And then it ends. Ryan was talking about Sabotage being confused. This shit was like, you guys took 3 parts of 3 different songs that should have been like 7 minutes each, put them together, and said, "This is cool." Like that is the definition of being a teenage songwriter.
At least
No
it ended
offense.
before it ended like Sabotage.
You know what? I would take Sabotage's weird vocal ending over the. Oh, totally, dude. I'm like, you compare Asking Alexandria death growls to fucking Opeth death growls. Oh, takes the cake with Opeth. Definitely.
We're gonna get in a fight in this one.
Ben's not eating dinner with us at all this week.
Because when I talk about Opeth, it's gonna be I have a special place in my heart for Stand Up and Scream, the album. The reason it ended so abruptly is it's actually like one of those like all the way. It's like the first 2 songs are pretty much joined. That is it once you listen to like 3 minutes of an intro before you heard the next song on the track.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so
Okay.
the drum's still like doing a little like I can like air drum, this whole guitar part, and I have. I can play this on guitar.
Just wait till we get to the Opeth part, my friend.
Every part about this song is just, it's so nostalgic for me. I kind of like got my roots in guitar on punk, so yeah, they're screamo, punk screamo.
Hence the folk cover that we did.
Yeah. That wasn't embarrassing at all. No, this song, I love it. It's really, it's almost like a quotable movie. It's like the Napoleon Dynamite of like metal, because like it's very quotable. Love this song. Good song.
So yeah, I've listened to Asking Alexandria a long time ago. When they started having more of the influence in the electronic element, I kind of started getting out of them. I didn't enjoy that. It's probably my least favorite style of screaming as well. Yeah, sorry about that, Ben.
What do you think of their drums though? Because you're the drummer. I think their drums are cool.
The drums are cool, but I mean, every band that sounds like that has the same kind of drums, you know?
I can see that.
Kind of,
I can see
yeah.
that.
I mean, they follow the guitar very strictly for the most part.
If you want to listen to something similar to this that has a little more pizzazz, I would say, The Word Alive has an album called Deceiver.
I would
Very
use the
good.
word depth. Sorry.
I
You're trying to cut into me right now, aren't you?
I was going to use depth, but I thought it was mean.
No worries. Hey, you guys just shit all over Floods last week, all right?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
And you know what? That's fine. That's totally fine.
Everything together, and I knew the abrupt ending was like an album intro type of thing, but just again, not my piece of cake, I guess.
And for when Opeth comes up, I am not using this as a reflection upon the band in whole. I'm not going to do that. Total grade for this song, equal sign.
Total grade for this sign, it is a weak positive sign because I've heard Asking Alexandria their stuff and it is terrible. The first album was by far my favorite and the only one I like even, so weak positive sign.
It's a negative positive. What kind of ion are you? I would also give this an equal sign. I wouldn't turn it off if I heard it, but I probably wouldn't turn
I
it
just
up.
remembered you're still wearing a bow tie. Especially with the dad jokes. This is amazing. Walls of Jericho by To Midland. They start out with a really cool, it is kind of like funk, but kind of more like a funk rock guitar. This had an extremely infectious chorus. Like, the melody that they chose was fantastic. It sucked me in really hard. Then when they counterpointed that melody with the guitar riffs in between, it totally sold me. I was like, yep, I'm in. I'm totally with this. And the little touch of electronic stuff they added in between was also super cool. The vocalist kind of reminded me again of Dan Avidan from Game Grumps, but not because of his vocal quality, but because of the effects that he puts on his voice. I think he does a doubling, like he actually records it twice, because it kind of does this little bit of like a chorusy thing where it's kind of out of tune with itself a little bit, gives it a little bit of body. The strings helped a lot also with building atmosphere in this song. If I had some complaints, one, the singer would not be my first choice for a singer that I would like. While I did like his vocals and I thought that it worked with the music, it's not my favorite vocalist. And I actually listened to this one on Google Play, which they typically actually have a very good quality recording, and this production did not sound very good. I feel like it could have been done better by me, and that's friggin' saying something. All in all, I think I listened to this song like 10 times the last 2 days. I really liked it.
Yeah, I have to agree with Mike on that one. The production quality was low, but that kind of made it better for me. It reminded me of a band called He Is Legend. I don't know if you've heard of those guys or not, but it's kind of like one of those low production, like you can tell they never made it big, but like they were really talented.
You can tell they recorded it on like an 8-track or something.
Yeah, that might have been too upscale for them, but I don't know if they can afford it. No, they were a solid band. I listened to that song a lot over the past couple days, and yeah, everything about the vocals were confusing because I love this song so much. And I'm like, I think they could have done better with the vocals, but he did it, so I like him. Overall, it was a good song for sure.
I guess I have to have one of these every week, but nerd time. So I have all of their songs, every single one of them, all memorized.
All 2 albums.
They have, well, no, there is a third album, and yeah, they were actually picked up by Serge Tankian and his label. If you listen to the song "Seafarer's Not" off the same album, you'll understand why. Every band that has vocals that sound like him are influenced from him, nothing more. Richelieu, we did a review of them last week. They draw from the same like colloquialism type of writing. All in all, I mean, I love the song. I love every song by them, and I will always go back to listen to more Fair to Midland.
I will definitely be listening to more Fair to Midland because this song intrigued me that much. I really, really like this one. Total grade for this song, 3 plus signs.
It's definitely a plus sign. It doesn't matter how many. I think like, well, I gave like the other one an 8 last week, so I would say like Mike's 3 plus signs is different. So like I would give it a 5 plus signs, but I don't know if I might probably like it the same as Mike, but the Ben plus signs.
You also
status.
give like soft plus signs, hard
Yeah.
positives, like weird shit like that.
We're gonna have 4 diagonal plus signs on this one.
As many plus signs as I can make. I did 4 plus signs last week.
We'll pretend like it's 4 this time.
It's 4 again. 4 more plus signs.
Continued in part 2.